So Bravo just released a statement after receiving some backlash from a community that has been supporting their network for years. So now we know that they are capable of acknowledging their wrongdoings when they give a
Wait a damn minute. What?
That's tea, actually.
It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video. And today, let's talk about how this situation with Kenya Moore has escalated since last night and why both she and the network are under fire.
What the hell we gonna do now?
Listen, y'all, I barely even wanted to talk about this story in the first place, so I'm gonna make this as quick as I can. If you watched Sunday night's episode of RHOA, Kenya Moore decided to dress as a warrior princess in a costume that definitely references traditional Native American culture.
Where did you find your headpiece?
It's like warrior princess.
Yeah, that's about right.
Now, apparently, some fans were outraged following the broadcast, slamming Kenya Moore for being completely ignorant, tweeting, "Native American culture is not a costume. You deflecting and lying about it being part of your heritage is also offensive. Apologize." Before another fan chimed in saying, Kenya Moore has done a lot of things wrong, but her Halloween costume tonight just put her over the edge. Before Team Portia responded, saying, she knew what she was doing. That's like showing up in blackface. WTF? It's 2020. Come on. And another binge watcher commented saying, I guess no one told you how inappropriate it is for you to wear that outfit as a costume. Before my good sis just couldn't take it anymore, talking about, but I'm confused. Some Native Americans wear black, exclamation point, exclamation point. Don't forget Europeans offed all of the darker Indians. So what's the problem? Facts. And that's a conversation for a different day, Kyra. But I hear you, sis. I hear you. Woo! It's 2021 out here in these streets. You can't say nothing. You can't do nothing. Facts. And those conversations prompted Kenya Moore to defend herself, responding to a fan who tweeted, "I know Kenya didn't shade Portia all season about her work with the BLM movement, then showing up in an indigenous people costume? 2 strikes."
No, it's true. No, it's true.
This cross is a lie.
Go ahead. No, this is real.
Go ahead.
With Kenya responding to that post saying, "It's also a part of my heritage." And that's when things went left.
I don't have an explanation for you, and you may not get one. That's it. As far as I'm concerned, the issue is dead. I'm moving forward.
With Housewives fans clapping back saying, "Then you would know the headdress is only for sacred ceremonial dance, not for Halloween. Why don't you ask your heritage how offended they are about it being used for a costume? I mean, Native Americans have only been saying it for 10 plus years. Ooh, child, my Native American sisters and brothers are out here windmilling in these streets. But I was surprised to see Drusadora inserting herself in this whole conversation, talking about stop cultural appropriation, period. And here's the thing about Drusadora. It's her first season on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she still hasn't quite figured out how fast Black Twitter is able to dig in that receipt book and pull out all the receipts, and they can go back however many years they need to go. And I just feel like, Drew, girl, when are you gonna learn to just shut it up? With Housewives fans clapping back, getting Drew together faster than these flashbacks that she get anytime her husband brings up that Tampa trip, talking about, wow, so Drusadora got all that smoke for Kenya Moore, and looky here. It's the hypocrisy for me. Before another fan chimed in saying, a whole mess. Before Team Twirl did the Lord's work, leaving me cracking up, just going off on Twitter, bringing up all of the receipt. Moral of the story is, girl, stop letting these producers set you up for the okie doke. You should have just sat there and ate your food. Now, things have escalated even further after the Native American community definitely put Kenya Moore, Bravo, NBC, and the whole Comcast on blast in front of everybody, posting a series of tweets from a popular social media account called Illuminative saying, "We are deeply disturbed by last night's episode of RHOA in which Kenya Moore wore a Native American warrior princess costume. Costumes that mock Native peoples, defame our traditions and cultures, and perpetuate negative stereotypes are the R word. Playing Indian is a form of mascotry that is not just offensive, it's a part of a long history of how Native American people have been dehumanized. We are also incredibly concerned that none of the producers or executives at Bravo, Comcast, or NBC Universal intervened, although several cast members commented on how uncomfortable, unnecessary, and offensive the costumes was on camera. It is important that Bravo, Comcast, NBC Universal, Andy, and Kenya Moore apologize for the harm they caused Native people and commit to ensuring offensive displays like this never happen again. Native people are not a costume. Yeah, right away, Bravo must have hopped right on the phone and demanded an apology from Kenya Moore, who was preaching a different tune, but not before they issued an apology of their own on their website talking about, Bravo aims to have the highest standards of respect and inclusivity, and we recognize that the recent episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, in which a cast member wears a Native American costume, did not uphold those values. We had hoped that it would provide a teachable moment. However, in retrospect, it is clear that the network did not address this properly given the gravity of the situation. We apologize to both the Native American community and our audience as a whole. And I'm gonna let y'all finish, Bravo, but y'all are shady for that clickbait title because last night when I got the notification that y'all had put out a statement, I thought that y'all were gonna finally acknowledge that this season is literally trash. But I'm gonna let y'all be great and save y'all self. But when y'all gonna talk about like what went wrong? When y'all gonna announce that y'all gonna do it right? But this ain't about me, so I'm gonna let it go. Right away, Kenya Moore did the right thing and recanted her original defense and issued an apology of her own saying, "I want to sincerely apologize for inappropriately wearing the Native American headdress as a costume. I now realize that this was both disrespectful and insensitive and would never have done it if I had that knowledge and understanding beforehand. I regret it, period. When you know better, you do better. I am genuinely sorry." Now, here are my final thoughts. I find it really interesting the way that all of this played out. Of course, I don't want anyone out here in these streets feeling disrespected, and I commend Kenya on issuing her apology and admitting that she just didn't know better at the time. But I find it very funny that Bravo was so quick to do what's right here when they've been so tight-lipped about even bigger offenses that have gone on under their watch.
Clap if you find it offensive, clap.
It's clear that instead of addressing this issue privately and asking Kenya to simply change her costume, the production company decided instead to use the backlash for storyline.
Drew, what was your thought when Kenya walked in the culturally insensitive costume?
I was stunned. It was like what you said, Andy. It was just culturally immature, irresponsible.
So, clap if you've ever wanted to somebody.
And it definitely backfired. And I know that this type of public apology had to be especially hard for Nene Leakes to watch, as her concerns about unfair treatment under NBC's watch have still gone publicly unacknowledged. And after all these photos have surfaced with other housewives kind of doing the same thing, and y'all already know how we've seen other housewives doing even more problematic stuff, and I just want to know what's different about now. Comment right now and let me know how you guys are feeling about this entire situation, because it's just not sitting right with me, but I feel like I've already said too much, so I'm gonna just shut up. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I definitely have to shout out my members for holding it down so long on my channel. It's been almost a year since we launched memberships, so I wanted to do something really special for you guys, and I think I'm gonna keep doing it and keep it around, you know, on the channel. And if you want to get a shout out and get mentioned and be in the end credits of my videos in the future, all you have to do is become a member today. Thanks again for watching. I will see y'all members on the next one.